Coming up next on today's episode of Eye for an Eye.
He takes the Frito pie and he shoves it in my face.
Never, ever does a fan touch a wrestler.
Don't you know wrestling isn't real? I mean,
No, it's real.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, it's
okay.
real.
Wrestling fans are about as stupid as these people right here.
If you want to, we can just settle this right now.
In the court system, justice is not always just. That's why they bring their disputes here. Real people, real problems, real revenge. Justice is eye for an eye.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm fine, and thanks for asking, and I'm Cato Kalin. Welcome to this edition of Eye for an Eye. Our plaintiff today is bringing the wrestler, Crazy 8, to this public arena for assault. He claims that the reckless wrestler tore his shirt, broke his nose with a Frito chili pie. Huh. Crazy 8 claims this frantic fanatic jumped the ropes and attacked him.
I'm the plaintiff, and why I'm here is because Crazy 8 shoved a Frito pie in my face like that, and he also broke my nose.
Basically, I'm here because some toothless, bald, fat redneck decided that because he's watched wrestling for 30 years, he had the right to touch me in the middle of one of my matches.
Crazy 8's a bad wrestler. He wrestles with a mask on, and he has some other friends that also wrestle. There's some other crazy people that wrestle, and they do the switcheroonies and stuff, and what they do is they tag out so the referee's confused, and then they change up, and so you think it's really one guy, but it's another, and I've seen this happen so many times, and it just, I couldn't take it anymore.
The bottom line is that I'm a professional wrestler. This is what I do for a living. I get paid to come into different arenas, different companies, and basically just kick out. And if the fans want to come and be a part of the show, well then by all means, I'll make them a part of the show.
This is the case of the Body Slam fan. Now let's see who Judge Extreme Akim will declare the champion. The count of 1, 2, 3.
All rise!
You're Mr. Robbie Johnson, is that correct?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, you're suing the defendant, and what is your name?
My wrestling name is Crazy 8.
Crazy 8. Okay, so you're suing Crazy 8. Can you tell me what this is about?
Well, what happened was, I was at the wrestling matches on Friday nights because I always go there and everything, and I've been going for like 30 years. So what happened, he was wrestling Action Jackson. And
Is that Action Jackson right there?
That's Action Jackson right there,
Okay, stand
yeah.
up, Action.
And he gave AJ a low blow. Next thing I know is he's up against the rail, and I grab him because I know AJ needs my help. And he turns around, and I had a Frito pie in my hand, and he takes the Frito pie and he shoves it in my face. And then my girlfriend was next to me. She had her beer, and he took the beer and hit me in the head with the beer. Then he took me over the rail, and I had a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt that I bought on eBay. I paid $200 for it. And he tore that shirt up and everything.
What do you got to say about this?
I have a philosophy that I live by. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always, always cheat.
That's not right.
So whether I cheated or not, that's not really the question. The real point is that never, ever does a fan touch a wrestler.
Let me ask you something. What did you do to him?
He was up at the rails.
Right.
Because they have the rails around the wrestling, and after he gave AJ a low blow, he's laughing about it. He's like leaned up against the rails like this.
You hit Mr. Jackson's...
The bottom line is that the referee didn't see it, so there's no proof I did anything.
Mr. Johnson, let me ask you something. Don't you know wrestling isn't real? I mean,
No, it's real.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, it's
okay.
real. I've watched it for 30 years. I've learned how to do the tomahawk chop from Wahoo McDaniels. This, ask him how real it is.
This is the point right here, Judge, is that he's watched wrestling for 30 years. I've trained in the ring for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. I've broken noses. I've had my ribs broken.
Yeah, you broke mine, too.
And the bottom line is he crossed the line, and he got what he deserved.
Tell me
End of the line.
tell me what all you go through as a fan. I mean, you got the posters. You watch the
I got
shows?
my posters. I got my wrestling action figures that I bring with, and these actually glow in the dark too.
So after his mom tells him to turn out the lights, he can still play with his dolls in his bedroom.
Let me hear from Action Jackson. Let me hear from your witness. All right, tell me what happened.
Well, just like what he said, you know, I'm a type of person like this. I don't need nobody's help. You know, you got to cheat to beat me, partner. You know, be a man about yourself, partner. You know, if you want to, we can just settle this right now. You know, we ain't got to wait till later. Let's get big right now. You know, I step up. I step, we get big right now. What's up, baby? You want to do? What you want to do? You got to get your ass over there. I'll beat your right now.
I've kicked this man by myself many a times. If he wants to get in the ring, then let him get in the ring. But the bottom line is, you've never beat me yet. You can't beat me here.
Did you hit this man in the ring first?
We weren't actually in the ring. We were right up on the rail. He was up against the railing.
He grabbed me first. He initiated the contact.
Now, I've got a videotape.
You got a
that,
videotape?
That happened. There was a guy at the wrestling deal that did a video. It shows what he did to me.
Well, a pitch is worth 1,000 words. Big Sugar Ray, let's play the video.
Coming up next.
See what he did to me? See?
He touched me first. If he wouldn't have touched me, none of that would have ever happened.
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
He takes the Frito pie and he shoves it in my face.
He's watched wrestling for 30 years. I've trained in the ring for hours upon hours upon hours.
I've got a videotape.
You got a videotape?
That happened.
Eye for an Eye. Real people, real problems.
All right, Big Sugar Ray, play the tape.
See, that's what. See what he did to me? See what he did to me? See what he did? See?
He touched me first. If he wouldn't have touched me, none of that would have ever happened to me.
Who do you think pays your salary? Without fans like this, you wouldn't have anywhere to go.
If it weren't for these people right here, you'd probably be out on the streets eating hot dogs or eating out of the trash can and
You
stuff.
know what pays my bills?
What
Kicking
pays
your
You want to kick right now? Let's do it.
That's what pays my bills.
Get your damn hand on me.
See what he does? He always does that. He stops all that stuff. I had pictures and stuff that they had taken after the Frito pie was all thrown in my face, and my T-shirt is all tore up and everything too. And I paid $200. That's an autographed T-shirt.
Big Sugar Ray, hand me that.
I tell you what, Judge, I'll get him another T-shirt, another autographed T-shirt. I'll go get one of my T-shirts, autograph it, give it to him.
Yeah, but no, I paid $200.
Because I promise you, my autograph is a hell of a lot more, is worth a hell of a lot more than that rip-off Stone Cold Steve Austin autograph.
No, the guy that sold it to me, he said it was signed by him.
What other damages did you have besides your
He
T-shirt?
also broke my nose too. I've
Do you
got
have any
doctor
bills for
bills,
that?
yeah, and I've got to pay my doctor bills. Here's one for $700, and here's one for $650 too. So that's a lot of money. I can't even go back to the wrestling place now because I've been shamed so bad. My girlfriend, I can't track her down. Her phone's been disconnected.
Let me get those medical bills.
You know, so it's just, I mean, I'm ruined now. I can't show my face back at the wrestling arena.
And you've been going to
because of what
wrestling
happened.
matches for 30 years?
For 30 years.
Have you ever had a wrestler attack you before?
No. You know, it's just AJ, man. AJ's my pal, man. I've been watching him for years, and we kind of had a connection there. When I seen him when he got hurt.
All right, I think I know what's going on here. I'll be out to render my verdict in a minute. Thank you.
I can take you on. I can beat. Sorry, I got so involved in that case, you know, I go kind of cuckoo. Robbie, you might want to think about bowling. I don't know. You got to get in shape to be a wrestler because, well, I mean, it's an in-shape sport. You can get hurt. And Crazy 8, the Frito thing, it's a little too much, personally, I think. It's not supposed to be nailed by the nose, the mouth. So please, you know, give the guy a chance. You have a question.
Yes, I have a question for Crazy 8. You say you're such a nice guy, but you did admit to cheating. Do you beat up on little kids for fun?
Ooh.
question for the plaintiff. How old are you? And do you have a Barbie doll collection?
No, I got a bunch of action figures.
All right.
Crazy 8, I got a question for you. You knock your fans so much, but aren't they the ones that pay your salary?
Whoa, yeah. Of course, my opinion doesn't matter, nor does your opinions, because it's all up to Extreme Akim. And we're going to find out right now what he has to say.
All rise!
Big Sugar Ray, before I render my verdict, I'm going to ask that you remove Mr. Johnson from the courtroom, please. Okay, Crazy 8, I want you to come up here. Okay, Crazy 8, I've thought long and hard about this case, and this was not self-defense. You escalated this situation, and I've also thought about what I was going to do on my verdict, and this is the plaintiff's passion. Wrestling is his love. So what I'm going to do is, my verdict is going to be that he is going to get in the ring with you, and you're going to let him win. And he's not going to know you let him win. And that's going to be my verdict. But when I render the verdict, it's merely going to say that you're to get in the ring with them. But I am ordering you to let him win so this man can live out his fantasy. Now go back to the thing. I feel that the defendant is wrongfully took you into the ring and beat you up. So my verdict in the battle of justice is going to go to you, the plaintiff.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Johnson, I think you underestimate yourself. I think you're a lot tougher than you think you are.
Yeah.
And you've been watching wrestling for over 30 years, and I'm sure you've learned a lot of moves, and you probably know more than these wrestlers
I
even
do.
know.
I've been watching it before he was even born.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to allow you to get in a wrestling ring with Crazy 8, and I think you're going to win.
Yes. I'm going to beat your butt. That's it. Come on.
The battle of justice goes to you, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
The verdict is for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to get you. That's it.
You better bring that with you.
Yeah.
Coming up next, the plaintiff gets revenge.
Chicken, see? You're not going to fight me.
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
I think you're a lot tougher than you think you are. I'm going to allow you to get in a wrestling ring with Crazy 8, and I think you're going to win.
Yes. I'm going to beat your butt. That's it.
The battle of justice goes to you, Mr. Johnson.
Well, I think Robbie got his wish. He's the all-time fan. He's the fanatic. He's going to get a chance to become a professional wrestler, and he's going to wrestle against Crazy 8. And Crazy 8's feelings have got to be pretty mixed about this. I mean, he's going to lose.
Well, it'll definitely sting, but the reality is that he wants to be a professional wrestler. He's all of those fans' wet dream. It's what they all want to be. They all want to be a professional wrestler. Tonight, Super Robbie, he gets his chance.
Well, it's a big night for Robbie. I mean, Robbie's been training hard, I guess, and he's got what it takes to become not a professional wrestler, a stalker. But let's check in on Robbie and see what he's got to say.
I made it myself, and my mom helped me iron this one thing.
Robbie glued on a picture to his shirt.
This is why this is Robbie's revenge.
Turn it back, let him see the back.
See Super Robbie? I'm gonna take it to Crazy 8.
Boy, I got him in there lifting them weights and hitting that boxing ring and everything, brother. Like I say, my boy, he gonna hit him with 1-2, and that's gonna be it, brother.
And he gonna smell what the Robbie's cooking.
Ooh.
You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is presented to you for Eye for an Eye.
I don't know what the budget is at the PCW, but basically the guy's wearing something from the Gap and a hood.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the ring, from Japan, Crazy 8.
Let's see what Robbie's entrance is going to be. I mean, Super Robbie. Is that a shower curtain?
Ladies and gentlemen, from Dallas, Texas, the man who seeks revenge here at PCW, the man who will defy all the odds.
It's got to be going through Crazy 8's head right now that he's going to be losing this to a geek.
Okay, Robbie, now's your chance to have revenge against a professional championship wrestler. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Over in this corner. All right. He's got his shirt on, guys. He's got his cape. Let's get this match started. Robbie, it's all about you.
Chicken, see? He doesn't want to fight me. He doesn't want to fight me. I'll kick his
That happened to me yesterday at the Olive Garden. Never take cuts in front of someone at the salad bar.
This guy right here has been a fan for years. Come on now, Crazy. Come on now, Crazy. Come on now.
Come on, Robbie, give it to him.
Come on, Robbie.
Why can't a guy like Super Robbie's physique just stick with bowling? Oh, no. No. They're going to throw Robbie away. Thank goodness for Big Sugar Ray. Use the gun.
About getting up. The judge has already made his commitment. The judge to let this guy win.
What? You can take what the judge said and shove it up your ass.
What'd you say? You know I am a professional fighter. Did you know that? You want some?
Super Robbie, we got to hear what you thought of this then. You probably haven't sweated in about 30 years. How's it feel?
I've been a wrestling fan for over 40 years, and I mean, I've never worked this hard before. I mean, these guys do a hell of a job out there. And I think my best thing will probably be keep my regular seat that I have every Friday night and just be the fan that I am.
Action, you helped him out. I mean, could Robbie, is Robbie ready to fight again?
He did so-so, you know, but like I said, he needs to be sitting out there with the people, bro.
Crazy 8, come on, honestly, quit reading the teleprompter. What do you really think? Is Robbie really that tough?
It definitely threw me off. He's tough. He's a tough little man.
Well, Robbie got his wish. He always wanted to be a wrestler, and Eye for an Eye gave him the opportunity. Heck, what a great show. Today, Justice was Fan Appreciation Night. Until next time, I am Kato Kalin for Eye for an Eye, and keep watching.